catch all 150 Pokemon on your Game Boy, that's where. Pokemon for Game Boy is here. With both packs, you can catch them all.
It takes great skill to capture the imagination of gamers when you're working with the 8 bits and dull graphics the original Game Boy offered. Gen 1 was a mixed bag. Some sprites looked great and others were kind of rough. Pokemon Red and Blue are responsible for a lot of the original Game Boy's success and popularized handheld gaming. The adventure held in these cartridges had you splunking through caves, surfing between destinations, and all the while battling and collecting 151 different Pokemon. The look of the Pokemon is obviously a big selling point for these games. How else will they sell merchandise if the Pokemon don't look cool? So do we choose Red or Blue? I'm sure our favorite color affected our choice, but so did the artwork of the Pokemon on the cover of the boxes. Charizard and Blastoise look great here. When you turn on the Game Boy though, that's a different story. The Pokemon sprites vary from awesome, passable, to downright awful. I'm sure we all passed up a good fit for our team at some point while playing Gen 1, just based on the lackluster sprite. Today I want to take a look at my top 10 favorite sprites in the North American release of Pokemon Red and Blue. This is not a top 10 most powerful or rare list. This is simply based on their look. This list is only my opinion and preference, so expect it to be much different from yours. Let's get started with our 10th best sprite. Coming in 10th place is one of the coolest bug types Gen 1 has to offer, Scyther. This sprite does Scyther justice, showing off a menacing pose with the blade arms ready to go. This sprite separates Scyther from the rest of the Gen 1 bug types, a lot of which are pretty lackluster. I have a soft spot for this one. Charmander was the first starter I ever chose, and it was awesome to see it grow up to a much larger and cooler final evolution. Number 9 on the list, Charizard. I think this is a great looking sprite, the best out of the generation starters. I may be a little bit biased though. The only thing is Charizard sort of looks like a hunchback due to the position of its neck. It's probably posed like that to fit the entire sprite in the frame. Number 8 goes to the Loch Ness Monster inspired Lapras. This is a clean looking sprite. It looks exactly like the Pokemon it is trying to depict. They make this Pokemon look regal and wise. Not a single bit is wasted here. A classic look for a classic Gen 1 Pokemon. Thundering into the lucky number 7 position is Electabuzz. In this sprite, Electabuzz is in a power pose and ready for action. The lightning bolt looks great on its stomach, especially given the restrictions of the original Game Boy. Flying into number 6 on the list is Aerodactyl. This is a sick sprite. Aerodactyl is shown flying and baring its teeth. It is very cool, and you can feel how aggressive Aerodactyl is, just based on this sprite. Truly an intimidating beast. Before we get into our top 5, I would just like to thank you for the support and watching. What are your favorite Gen 1 sprites? Let me know in the comments below. Also, before continuing, see if you can guess my top 5. Alright, let's see who made the cut here. Mega kicking its way into 5th place is the Bruce Lee inspired Hitmonlee. Another great action shot, this sprite shows off Hitmonlee's main form of attacking, kicks. The way his foot covers half of his body gives this one a unique look. And coming in 4th place today is the fossil Pokemon Kabutops. I've always preferred the design of Omaster, but Kabutops definitely got the better sprite in Gen 1. This one is detailed and shows Kabutops brandishing its blades, ready to pounce. And here comes our top 3 medalists today. Receiving the bronze medal for my favorite sprite in Gen 1 is Abra's final evolution, Alakazam. He has a cool mustache and is showing off the spoon that has been bent with psychic powers. The psychic type was extremely overpowered in Gen 1, so when you saw this guy pop on the screen, you knew you were in for trouble. And the silver medal goes to Gyarados, another very intimidating sprite. In fact, in later generations, he gets an ability called Intimidate. Just the way the sprite looks, you can't tell how big Gyarados really is in this game, which makes it even more intimidating, honestly. The way his massive mouth is open and staring you down when it enters combat, yeah, he's scary looking, and this is an awesome sprite to represent that. So we've seen the best of the best so far that Gen 1 has to offer, in my opinion, when it comes to sprites. What takes the gold medal today? Coming in first place, we have Haunter. No, not Gengar, but the Haunter sprite. I love ghost Pokemon. It's definitely my favorite typing in the game. I just love Haunter's design in this one. Ghastly's design is quite lackluster, and Gengar, I just don't like his stance, but Haunter, yeah, he's definitely spooky looking. Even though they change his design in later games, he looks awesome in this one. I love how he's mostly made up of black pixels. And unless you had a friend, you would be stuck with Haunter anyway because you can't trade him to get Gengar. So there you have it, my top 10 sprites in Pokemon Red and Blue, the North American release. Thank you so much for watching today, I really appreciate it. I would love to do a part 2 discussing the top 10 worst sprites in Gen 1. If this video gets 10 likes, then I'll go ahead and get that one created. So if you enjoyed the video, make sure to like it, leave a comment below. I'd love to hear which one of the sprites is your favorite from Gen 1, and don't forget to subscribe as well. Thanks again for watching, and have a great day.